All right, so here's another little trick. Something that I do a lot in Curvy 3D is to group objects together. So let's say, for instance, I'm drawing a face, just a little smiley face. So I'm going to go like this, and perhaps draw a little bit thicker on one end, a little bit thinner on the other. Hit spacebar to finish that one, and then draw another line. And again, thin line, fat line. There you go. And another one. So basically, I'm drawing a couple of elements here that will become part of the face. A little eye and a nice big smile. All right, so let's say I want to group this all together. So when I grab one part, like for instance this part here, that's the first line. I might want to rename that, by the way. I'm going to call that over here on the right side. I'm going to rename that to head. All right, so then that way I know which line is which, and I could do that with all of the other lines. Perhaps I don't have time for that right now. I'll just say, okay, here's the mouth. So, whatever you want to call them, so you know which part is which. So now the idea is that I don't want to necessarily lose the mouth and the eyes if I move the head. Right? So, because right now, if I select the head and move this around, only the head moves. And so the way to do that is to just group them together. Look here on the left side, you can click these, right? And you can select them that way, but you can also drag them into another part. And for instance, I'm going to drop them into the head. So here's this line, I'm going to drop that into the head as well. And the next one, and that's exactly how easy it is. You just put them together into a parent-child relationship, so to speak. So the parent is the head, and when I select the head, all of the others are selected also, which means now that I can move the head and everything else moves with it. And that's how easy it is to group objects. Grouping is important because with grouping you can do things like merging a group or subtracting children that are in that group or doing some other operations. So it's important to practice that and perhaps to also rename the elements so you can easily see who is who.